Hey everyone, welcome back to Cody Shattuck Small Town Startup. What I want to talk about now is three signs, okay? Three signs that you need to leave your job today. Okay, wow, today. Yes, today. You know why? Because if this is happening to you in your workplace, then you know that there's something off. You probably already sense it. Man, it's snowing out of my house today, and we got some loud snow plows going down the road. Anyway, I'm not going to edit that out. Guys, you're at your job, right? Do you feel appreciated at your job? Maybe it's not because they tell you that they appreciate you enough, or maybe it's because they belittle you. Maybe you feel like, you're demanded of, that what you do isn't good enough, if you're feeling inadequate, if they're making you feel inferior to what you're supposed to be doing, even though maybe you've been there a while. Maybe you have the experience, you know what you're doing, but they're just not recognizing you. Maybe it's a new boss. Whatever the situation is at your job, if you're feeling belittled, if you're feeling beat down, that is sign number one that you don't need to put up with that. You're worth way more than that, and they're not going to get it. So if you try and explain it to them, oh my God, I've been here for 5 years. I'm a senior. Okay, I got seniority. I got a track record. How come I'm being treated like shit? Okay, it ain't gonna matter to them. If they're doing that, that's the way that they're gonna do things. They're being a boss. Okay, they're bossing you around, man. That's what they're good at doing, and they've probably been bossed around their whole life. So don't take that crap, okay? Number two, when you hit a ceiling at your job, okay, if you've been at your job for 5 years, okay, I was at a job for 5 years, and then I went into the manager and I said, I'd like a raise, and they said, you hit a ceiling there, bud. And I said, what are you talking about I hit a ceiling? I said, I've been a freaking 5-year loyal employee to this place, man, and they love me, man. Like, we had camaraderie, everything was going great. But if you hit a ceiling at your position, there's no reason for you to stick around. Okay, you're not going to grow there. There's no more progression there. Okay, you're gonna stagnate. Whatever you're making an hour is what you're gonna be making an hour forever. Okay, you're in the twilight zone here, guys. You're in the freaking twilight zone. Can you imagine yourself staying in that one position spot forever? At some point you're gonna wake up and things are going to be moving around you, but your position is going to be the same, or they're going to let you go at some point down the line because of probably some stupid management decision, and you're going to get the crap end of the stick, and then you're going to be cussing and freaking running around like, what the hell happened? So it's out of your control. Okay, if you're at a job and there's a ceiling to your position, the only way that you can break through a ceiling is if there's opportunity for promotion. And if that's not even an option, then you're just going to stagnate where you are, and you're eventually just going to become unhappy. You're going to get bitter, and you don't want to do any of that either. Okay, no, that's number two. Number three, the biggest one to me, and the biggest one that got me to step out the door of where I was after 5 years, is I started to think about, why am I at this job in the first place? Beside the money, beside the schedule, beside the convenience, why was I going into that job every night? And what was I getting out of it from myself? And I guess what I came up with, the fact that, I'm impacting people, I'm making people happy when they come in. I worked at a hotel front desk, and by the way, there was no promotional opportunity for me there. Okay, I couldn't move up to a sales manager. I couldn't move up to a general manager. I couldn't move up even to a front office manager because of the small hotel that I worked at. The little tight-knit, team that we had wasn't big enough to have those different positions where you can move up. So to me, why did I stay there that long still perplexes me. It's one of my regrets, I guess. But I did enjoy the first couple years I was there. But the fact that I was making people smile, I was making people's day better, that for me was part of my why. But beyond that, and as the years accumulated, it didn't make sense for me to stay there for the same pay, And, you know, by the way, when somebody tells you you hit a ceiling and there's nowhere to go, there's no promotion to go, you start to feel a little unappreciated because, you know, no one's given you that opportunity that you've put the time in for, that you've worked hard for. So keep this in mind. If you cannot come up with why you're at your job, beside all those external factors like I mentioned, reassess what you're doing. Reassess what you're doing. Like, seriously reassess this thing. Okay, these are really important signs that if you can acknowledge early on, without letting too much time go by, and you can pivot, you can refocus onto something where there is opportunity. Maybe it's the same industry, maybe it's the same field, but maybe it's just a different spot. Okay, maybe it's a spot where you have opportunity to be promoted. I knew a couple of co-workers that I had. They moved on because they had to move on to better opportunity. Okay, those are some bold moves. You got to be bold. So the first step is recognizing this stuff. So number one, again, you know, are you being put down at work? Okay, maybe it's by your managers, maybe it's by your coworkers, maybe it's just a sour work environment. It's not for you. Okay, that's a sign that you don't need to take that crap. All it's going to do is beat you down every day. You want to be pumped up every day, so that's not the spot you want to be. Okay. Number two, if you hit a ceiling, if there is nowhere to go beyond that, that's a sign that you're going to stagnate there no matter how much time you put in. After a while, there's nowhere to go. So whether it's a lack of recognition or appreciation, that you feel, you know, there's a separation there between you and them, it's going to happen. Okay. And number three, you know, identify why you enjoy working at that place. If you can't pinpoint that, if you can't even pick something out of that, then that's a sign that maybe that's not the place for you for your career. And that fires me up, man. It fires me up because I got out of the hotel that I was working at and I started my own business. And from that point, from that scary transition point, it's been a good challenge, but it's been a fulfilling challenge, and it's paid off for me, so to speak. And it feels good to be your own boss and not put yourself down. Okay, so I hope you guys got something out of this video. We'll see you next time. By the way, subscribe if you like this. I appreciate you. I'm trying to build this following. Let's do this together. I want to know you. I want to help you on your journey. I'll see you in the next video, guys.